Mr. Smith owned a large recreational vehicle and began parking it on his home driveway. Neighbors, such as Tyler, were very unhappy and thought the RV was an eyesore. Tyler started a petition and successfully made the city adopt a new law banning homeowners from parking RVs on their driveway. Forced to remove his RV, Mr. Smith was upset and decided to retaliate against his neighbors. It was Halloween time, so Mr. Smith erected various tombstones on his front lawn. However, these tombstones were not simply decorations. Each tombstone had the name of a specific neighbor, along with a story about their death. One tombstone read, "Here lies Tyler, the old town idiot, mean as sin, even without his gin. No longer does he wear that stupid old grin. Oh no, not where they've sent him." Tyler felt threatened and called the police. Police Officer Harvey responded and arrived at the house. He told Mr. Smith about the complaints and asked him to remove the tombstones. Mr. Smith refused to remove the tombstones.
No!
But he agreed to cover up the names with duct tape. All was peaceful for several weeks. Halloween came and went, but still the tombstones remained. Over time, some of the duct tape covering the names on the tombstones began falling off. Tyler could see his name again, so he finally decided to confront Mr. Smith.
Hey!
Words were exchanged, tensions escalated, and a fight broke out. Officer Harvey came back to the house and broke up the fight. He told Mr. Smith to remove the tombstones or be arrested for disorderly conduct. At first, Mr. Smith again refused to take down the tombstones. Only after Officer Harvey handcuffed him and placed him under arrest did Mr. Smith finally relent and agree to remove the tombstones. Mr. Smith was outraged. He argued that being forced to remove the tombstones violated his First Amendment right to free speech. But Officer Harvey believed he could remove the tombstones because they contained fighting words. Fighting words are words which, by their very utterance, inflict injury or tend to incite an immediate breach of the peace or provoke a violent reaction. Fighting words are not protected free speech and can be suppressed by the police. Did the police violate Mr. Smith's right to freedom of speech by forcing him to remove the tombstones? The United States Supreme Court agreed with Mr. Smith. Officer Harvey violated Mr. Smith's right to freedom of speech by forcing him to remove the tombstones. Even though the tombstones caused many neighbors to feel angry and threatened, they were not fighting words because the tombstones did not incite an immediate breach of the peace or violent reaction. In fact, a long period of time went by without any altercations. It wasn't until several weeks after the duct tape fell off the tombstones that neighbor Tyler finally confronted Mr. Smith, and a fight occurred. Such a late breach of peace shows the tombstones were not fighting words. The tombstones were free speech protected under the First Amendment and should not have been removed.
Thanks for watching. Click subscribe so you don't miss our next video. More riddles, puzzles, and brain teasers are on the way. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.